By now, everybody is aware that pre-construction space is dealing with a lot of issues, mainly focused around the fact that the purchasers happen to overpay for units and are having a hard time closing. Whether it's issues getting financing, appraisals coming in short, there's a variety of reasons as to why pre-construction is suffering greatly. There's a ton of distressed assignments all over various Facebook groups. In today's video, I want to describe a situation where two different builders are approaching this issue completely differently. Story number one is a client that I sold a unit to at a project from a reputable developer. That developer recently reached out to me and said, hey, we realize your client purchased in a certain phase of the project. We are willing to switch your client's unit to an earlier phase as long as they're willing to take occupancy maybe just a month or two sooner, go directly to final closing, eliminate occupancy fees. However, the savings for your client will be about $200,000. When I received that call, I was completely shocked. This builder is basically doing charity work at this point because they're switching a unit, 2-bedroom in our case, which was purchased for around $900K, to the exact same 2-bedroom floor plan in an earlier phase for $740,000 or so. So I was completely shocked. You're probably listening to the story, you're thinking, what the hell is he talking about? This doesn't make any sense. Trust me, this is exactly what I thought, but it's actually happening. A developer is forward thinking. They're realizing that if we wait until the unit is complete, the purchaser bought the unit so high above market value that the odds of them walking from the deal is quite high. Builder doesn't want that. A builder just wants a purchaser to close on the unit, for God's sakes. It's that simple. They don't want to lose a deal and then proceed with various lawsuits and issues down the line. This builder is realizing they want to get ahead of the game and they want to keep the buyer. Needless to say, my client just switched from phase 3 to phase 2 of this project and saved $200,000. I applaud this builder because they are thinking ahead. On the flip side, here's a video from Ron Butler from Butler Mortgages where he's describing a situation where a viewer reached out to him indicating that he's having a hard time closing on his pre-construction unit purchased somewhere in suburbs of Toronto, Greater Toronto area, and they paid about $750,000. The appraisal came in short. Usual story. And so they're conversing with their lawyer, they're conversing with a mortgage broker trying to figure out their options, and they just ask their lawyer, hey, can you please reach out to the builder and see what it's going to take for them to release me from the deal? And what Ron Butler here is going to describe is pretty mind-blowing because the amount of money this builder is asking is insane.
So he says, no. So he says, well, find out what the builder would take just for me to walk away. Mm-hmm. So the builder said, we'll take $270 and we'll give you.
The builder wants the original deposit.
So that's $125
plus $150
plus
to be
the
released.
difference to $270. And you can get out of this thing.